respective fields. Next comes friendship with successful people. Yes, all the millionaires, even though they might not be a millionaire, they start developing networks. My dear friends, network is really important. Don't try to sit in one cage or some caves or something like that and think some God is going to come and pour you, give you something. No, it's not going to happen. You need to go out and hunt. You need to go out and develop network with people with different backgrounds. Maybe if you're a coach, try to develop with people and start speaking to them, their problem, their issues, and try to give them some free advices, tips, and everything. Start doing that. Start developing network. That is one of the most important quality of a good millionaire. Next is volunteer. These millionaires, they volunteer many things. They take up few projects which they really love to do. They will never touch the project which they cannot really execute, but they work on the project which they really love to do. Maybe it's about the community, inside the community, some cleaning aspects of that, or taking care of something, taking care of the plants, something, whichever you are good at and you really feel, start to develop that and take volunteer in doing something to the society. Remember, whatever you give out will come back to you automatically. So take that leadership. People will try to blame you at the initial end, but as time passes by, as people will recognize your talents, your leadership skills, people will, give you that authority and, respect. That's really important. Then comes, they never give up. They're very, very strong internally, not externally. I'm talking, they're very strong internally. They never give up, come what may. We have listened to so many greatest speakers in the world where they said they went again and again. Just like, take for example Jack Ma. He was supposed to go for an inspector post. I think KFC. Yes, he said all the other people, they were selected, maybe 22 or 24 people, and he was the only one rejected. They said, you are not capable to come into KFC. But what did Jack Ma do today? And he is the leader in China, in Alibaba, and I do have a great respect for this gentleman. And you can start developing that, and he never gave up. Okay, he started that business, his internet business from his home along with a couple of friends, and then started moving ahead, and today he's one of the global giant in the retail industry. Then comes retail industry, and also in just like Amazon, Alibaba Express. And then comes to the sleep. These millionaires, they sleep for at least 6 to 8 hours every single day. They don't compromise on the sleeps. Yes, but when they really have some important projects going on, they might not sleep at that particular time. That is totally different. But to have a balanced life as an overall, yes, you need to have a good night's sleep, because until and unless you sleep well, you are not going to maintain your body for the next day or day after or day after. Is going to affect your whole activity and your productivity. Remember, so sleep is really very important. It's not waste at all. Then comes the positive self-talk. So every day these millionaires, they have a positive self-talk to them, their own self. They get closed in one place and speak to themselves, how good I am at this particular thing, what next I'm going to do. I would like to tell you an example of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. His father used to walk to their land. They had some property, a couple of coconut trees and all, maybe within 2 or 3 kilometers or 4 kilometers. I really do not remember the distance, but I did read that his father used to walk early in the morning, and he used to think a lot. He used to have that, how can I really develop myself? How can I take care of my kids? How can I develop, the place over there and everything? So he used to always think, when being interviewed and asked by his son, that is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, his father used to tell him that morning time is you need to have great thoughts in your mind. Then apart from the positive self-talk, they have a multiple sources of income. All millionaires, they have a multiple source of income. They are never dependent upon one source. So even if one tap closes due to anything, as we have seen in COVID, so what all things happened, it all gave us a kick to do something great, start something great, start developing that skills, even though you might have not started it, but start developing that skills which you have, and everybody definitely has some great talent within them. Then comes the feedback. They are very good at taking feedback. They would just say that tell me what is wrong and what is good, and whatever wrong, they start working on that. So up to 2018, I was not a good feedback taker. I would not like people giving me feedback. But after 2018 April, when I started watching a couple of great speakers, great millionaires, and millionaires who, from rags to riches, how they reached that level, when I studied them very closely, they started following the advices and the feedbacks given to them in a positive way. Okay, whoever gives you the feedback, just take it. Just like a doctor, the medical representative comes to them and they say, you know what, we have launched this medicine. The doctor will never say, no, take it away. No, he will never say. He will take that medicine and keep it with him. So whenever the right time comes and something clicks, he will take that medicine and give it to the person or the needy for free of cost. So always remember, take the advices from the people and keep it with you. It might be useful to somebody, you can give them maybe free of cost. That might be the thing. Then comes the mentors. All the millionaires or the billionaires, they have mentors. Yes, even the best player in this planet, they had mentors. They have mentors right now too. So always remember, you need to find a mentor, maybe one or two or three. Maybe initially one would be fine. And I would say go ahead and get in touch with those mentors depending upon their time and availability, once in 15 days, once in a month, and try to know. Because mentors are the one, maybe if you're trying to walk on your journey, it might take you 20 years to reach that mark, maybe a 1 billion mark example. But if you take the real advice of these mentors, they can get you there in 5 years. So just imagine if within 25% of the time you can reach that mark, and whether you might take maybe 20 years to reach that mark. So do take their advice and start following it. I know it will be really difficult, because there are only two things, it's really important. One is the self-discipline, which these all the millionaires have, and the second thing is that the arrogance. No, I'm not going to do that. So you need to choose if you want to sacrifice this 1 or 2 or 3 years and lead 40 years ahead great in a great life, or you want to just slog like that and lead the same lifestyle even after 15, 20 or 30 years. It's totally up to you, my dear friend. Next comes, they help others to succeed. It's being said, each one teach one. So whatever field you are good at, whatever you are doing right now, yes, right now, so you need to develop some other people, create other leaders. It's being said, a leader is a true leader who creates many more leaders. Okay, a true leader is never afraid that if I develop that person to the same level as I am, he might outstand me. That's good. If that person outstands you, surpasses you, that's good. You should be very happy. You should feel proud of yourself. Okay, why to go down? So always have mentors in your life. And I would say help others succeed. Okay, this was about that point. And always be positive. That's really important. What you see, this is another quality, being positive. What do you see on the whole environment right now? Okay, everywhere there is negativity. You go to social media, you go to any other place, everywhere there is negativity. But it's totally up to you how to keep yourself safeguard. Okay, it's totally up to you how to keep a safeguard. Just like for an example, there was an Indian a tapasvi, a rishi who was doing tapasya at one place. So there was a cow. There came a cow, and it passed through one road. Okay, he was at the junction of two roads, one road coming from the front, and a butcher who was supposed to kill that animal, that cow, was also coming a little far behind that cow. But that butcher did not see in which direction the cow went. But the tapasvi, he saw and in which direction the cow had been. So when that butcher came and asked that tapasvi, that rishi, did you see a cow passing through? And the tapasvi said, yes, I did see it went on this side. Even though the cow went on the left road, but he said it went to the right. So I would say it's totally nothing wrong in saying, sometimes a lie on that, but it will definitely benefit for you and to others too, remember. So always be positive, have a positive framework. People will try to throw all the rubbish or the dust into you, just like a dustbin, but do not take it, just throw them away. Okay, so don't follow the herd. yeah, this is the 20th tip which I want to tell you, that do not follow the herd. Just like other people are thinking, oh, there is very good lot money in coaching, business coaching, oh, that is the most important thing, let's jump into coaching. No, don't do that. Some people will say that is very nice to become a trainer. Let me jump into that, becoming a trainer. Don't do that. Some people are trainers, which I see, they do all type of training. Just they will go for here to that, here, everywhere. They are all around. Please do not do that. Just fix into one thing. You won't be successful right now, maybe for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. But remember, the belief system in you, which you start developing in yourself, as time passes by, you will become successful. You will be known to the world, but it takes time. First, you need to put the input. You need to put the oil, and then it will give you whatever you want to. Just like you want to have maybe samosa or idli or something like that, and you say, I'm not going to give the heat, first give me idli and then I'm going to give you the heat. Is it possible? No, it's not possible, my dear friends. So you need to put in the heat first. It's the law of nature. Whatever you put in, you will get back. You will reap it. Not only one, you will reap multiple. Just like if you sow a tomato seed, one tomato seed, okay, how much fruits it will give? Multiples. Okay, so be aware of that. Whatever you sow, you shall reap in multiples, remember. So another thing is that the last one is thinking time. All these millionaires, they have a thinking time fixed. Just like exercising, eating and all that stuff, sleeping, they also have the thinking time for them. So always have this thinking time reserved for you on a daily schedule. It can be early in the morning or it can be late at night, depending upon your schedule and which you find better. So these are the 21 tips which I wanted to give you, which I've done a thorough research and found out that these tips are the one which, if you follow constantly, if you do this constantly, it's being said, if you do what the other successful people do, you will become that successful too. Okay, so please follow these principles, and I hope all these principles will definitely help you to become a millionaire. Maybe at least in another 3 years time. You need to give yourself at least 3 years. In Indian custom, there are people called the Marwaris from Rajasthan, and I've worked with these Marwaris, and they used to tell me, there was an uncle very much elder to me. He used to say, Pradeep, whenever in the future you want to do business, okay, you need to do business for at least 1,000 days. 1 followed by 000. If you're successful in that 1,000 days, you retain yourself, you retain the customer and all that things, you will become a successful person. So always remember, I've never forgotten that uncle's advice to me. Always, even in the future, if I'm going to get into business, I'm going to keep that 3 years stable so that I can develop myself and all the things. So that was a short message. I would not say this is a short message. This was a long video, I understand, because I need to give you all these 21 tips. So my dear friends, make a note of it and start working on it on a daily basis. Okay, so this is again, I would like to say that if you're not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit the bell icon and the subscribe button. And if you really like this video, I request you to give a thumbs up and also share with this video with other friends whom you want them to become a millionaire. So thank you very much. This is Pradeep Shetty here, your mindset coach, signing off. Take care and happy weekend. Bye-bye.